everybody? Welcome back. And we are here with game number 2 in the Collegiate Marvel Rivals League. We did see last game. For those who weren't here earlier, Clemson Orange unfortunately faced the fate of CPP Infinite. They had such a great start, but unfortunately CPP Infinite just had the upper hand when it came down to it and was able to just take it to a 3-2. So we are now here in game 3, heading over to Hydra base for domination. And for Clemson Orange, a Hawkeye ban, Human Torch pick, Iron Fist ban, Emma Frost pick, and a Hulk ban. Now, taking a look at the comps, DVS is going to be running up that Human Torch. So, honestly, could give them advantage as CPP Infinite don't have that Hella up and ready. I do doubt that CloakCloud is going to be going that Mr. Fantastic. But he does have Spider-Man, but he's just web swing up his way, just spamming up abilities. It might be running up to Spider-Man. Nope, instantly switching over to the Hella, of course, doesn't make sense. It's going to be such a danger over to DVS. I mean, as an Iron Man one trick, that Hella is just your greatest enemy. It's especially like just a flying character. You don't want a Hella to be on the enemy team. As if you're a Hella, you want a flying character to be on your team, to be on the enemy team, because it just makes things so much incredibly easier. But Choblaze is going to be popped up. It's going to chip a little bit of damage. He does have the movement tech, though. It could maybe save him. He is using kind of a jiggle fixes up on the target. Just not get much. But Spexy is going to go ahead and get that early pick onto Gert. He is going to be able to take him out. But Cloud does get Nyx down. And CPP Infinite right now just really being dominant. Clemson Orange are just falling down one by one. DVS just kind of being the last DPS available. Freeze is gonna miss, but first point is gonna go ahead and be claimed by CPP Infinite. The Hella has her eyes locked in, wants to take down the Human Torch, but Human Torch is just there wanting to barbecue her. Grey Dog is gonna have to snap his way out as Hella did spot him, but not really much is gonna be happening right now. I mean, CPP Infinite are just gonna be at a pretty much a stalemate, just trying all that they can to just make sure that Clemson Orange does not get a single bit of advantage. Hella might be looking up to move to the high ground soon enough, just so you can have a better angle up on that Human Torch. DVS has his eyes locked in onto that corner, but look at that high ground. It is secured by both supports from CPP Infinite, so it is going to make it really rough for Clemson Orange to go ahead and try and take up the space. Venom going in onto the backline, going to divert the attention over to them as the healers are struggling to keep the Magneto alive. Does manage to find the time, but Nyx is just going to be taken down by the Venom. And honestly, Ted JK is just being a complete menace right now. You thought Spider-Man was a menace? No, this man is just in deep. Cloud Cloak is just getting up all these picks, and Clemson Orange is just not finding the opportunities that they need to get a Divine Strike. It's gonna hit up onto him, but there's the Emma Frost's choke slam. Not gonna be able to give him enough time to use that shield to make him get that bonus health and escape. Nyx switching over to the Hella, maybe going Hella for Hella, trying to see if he can try and match what Cloud is doing, but Clemson Orange are unaware with the fact that every member of Infinite has their ultimates available, and this is about to be true chaos. Ulti starts off the ultimate battle, taken up over the Luna Snow ultimate, and he is using it, giving Grey Dog the chance that he needs. But there is Caillou looking to maybe see if he can get the LeBron's James. Turns his eyes towards Nyx, but is unable to really get it, and needs to just back up. But there is the Emma Frost ultimate going to match it. I see shiny button, press Q, I press it. He is pressing it down, but there another Luna Snow ultimate coming in from Momoff this time is giving them the opportunity that they need to at least deny the space. DVS doing it once again with the Supernova, but Spexy is mad. He takes out both turrets, both miniguns, and he's trying to get this pick. But look at DVS. He's not giving him the opportunity that he needs to. Does get the pick, but at what cost? They do get overtime. They do get the 99%, but Clemson Orange just were able to get that last tick of point. And so now what they need to do is they need to hold it. Spexy is going to go and retreat back to his teammates, making sure that he can stay with them and that not much can really happen up on the backline. Just try and group up, try and get this pressure going in. They know that they had such an easy fight in the first one. They want to get a repeat of that. They want to secure this win. Venom is up in a high ground, taking out Nyx, and Grey Dog is gonna have to crow nest his way out, but unfortunately Cloak is just there waiting for him. Hell now being unleashed with the Magneto ultimate to at least try and deny it. Negates the whole ultimate, as he was able to just basically eat all of it. Wasn't even gonna pick with the Magneto ultimate, but still being able to deny Hella. Oh, a nice shot coming in from Grey Dog. It is not looking good for Clemson Orange now, as it is 99%. Shotgun Punisher is gonna be enough to take DVS down, and I don't think Nix is gonna be able to make it. The stun is coming through, does get the hit, and then that is gonna be the first point locked and secured for CPP Infinite. You can just tell that they are here, they are in it, and they are in it to win it. This definitely really unfortunate for Clemson Orange. I mean, we saw how dominant the Human Torch can be, but it's just that Hella pick that is making things so much more harder. And that is exactly what I said yesterday. I mean, if you're picking a flying character, Spider-Man and Human Torch are the best to get out, because Hella, of course, that hit scan, just that left click alone is just all you really need to take down these flying heroes. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man being able to just use the web pole to just do so much damage, it makes it really hard. But now we do see Clemson Orange is going to go ahead and try opting in for the Firestorm combo. We have seen this before. It's definitely very, very strong, but it is going to be really rough, especially with the Hella, because now you have two flying characters. In Hella's eyes, it is just two easy targets. That is all the Hella sees. So we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. Now already DVS is facing a lot of damage from the Hella. Nix is just trying to run away, but he doesn't really have the flying movement as down as DVS does. So it's gonna make things a little bit more rough for him to try and dodge up this Hella. But I Am Gert is just up in the back line. It's gonna have to web swing his way out, and Clemson Orange now having a much better start compared to last game, as they have secured the first point, and the percentage is going to slowly start climbing up. They are just pushing in, denying all of the space from CPP Infinite. Very well executing it, but they don't know. They are unaware. Ted JK is up in the backline to vanish and strike all the way, but here's the Emma Frost ready to choke slam him down. Punisher is up in the ultimate. Let's get the pick onto the Momoth, and then this is the opportunity that Clemson Orange did not want CPP Infinite to have. Ultimates are being popped out all over now. Shiny button is being pressed. Emma Frost almost falling down, being very close. That would have been very bad, but Mega Cheese did end up falling to the Raccoon, and Clem Orange will lose the point. 28%, not too bad, but also not too great. They are going to have to get a really nice fight going in. Ultimates are being available slowly but surely. Cloak is going to have to run away, as the Venom is up in the front line, is trying to get these picks, is trying to take him down. But here, Firestorm is being popped up, but here's that Loki, here's that Rocket. They are ready to rock him at ultimates, but that Firestorm is just incredibly strong, as they will both be slaughtering every member of CPP Infinite, just taking him down. That is why Firestorm is so powerful. That Omega Fire Hurricane, being able to kill almost every support ultimate, especially Rocket. Rocket ultimate is not as strong as a Luna or Invisible Woman ulti. Yeah, they can barely survive that Omega Firestorm, but it is just making things very, very rough. So that Firestorm combo is just exactly what they needed to get the point back and start securing it. But here, the Rocket ultimate is being used up, but here is Momoth matching it with a Luna Snow ultimate. But Kalu looking to get a LeBron James. He gets it! Hitting that hit onto the Momoth is going to deny the rest of the dance across both worlds. Emma Frost was trying to position herself properly to try and get that shield off to save Momoth, but he was unfortunately just not in a good spot. Now, Cloak does have that ultimate up and ready. It is available. Might use it as a last resort to try and either live or maybe to get the picks off. Grey Dog does have ultimate, but it is down. No ultimates are available for Clemson Orange, but CPP Infinite have two. Both DPSs have ultimate up and ready. Mega Cheese is getting the pick onto Spexy. Momoth facing a lot of damage from this Venom, and now Judge, Jury, and Executioner, your final judgment is here. He gets one, he gets two, he gets three, makes it four, wants to make it five, and that is a pentakill coming in from Spexy. Final judgment up and ready. He certainly was the judge, the jury, and 100% the executioner for Clemson Orange. He did get them pentakill, 5 kills. Clemson Orange now facing himself in a rough spot. Still no ultimates available. Firestorm is very, very close though. But the Raccoon ultimate is there. The Loki ultimate is there. It's definitely most likely going to be aiming to try and get that Luna Snow ultimate. That is the only way you can even have a chance of surviving that Firestorm combo. but they are looking for it. DVS finds himself in a tough spot. The Venom is just there, but the choke slam is gonna be enough to take him down. Supernova is popped out, and there is that Firestorm. He has his eyes locked into the Loki, but unfortunately wasn't able to find anything. Emma Frost is gonna be taken down, and that's another kill coming in front of Firestorm duel. 3 members are down from CPP Infinite, and it is now overtime. They need a final stand. They need a last stand. They need something to happen, but the Loki trying to touch it to keep it on going wasn't able to. And now Ted JK, unfortunately for Infinite, was eliminated, and that's going to be the second point. Super Soldier Factory captured for Clemson Orange. Definitely a very well executed fight, and definitely very, very unfortunate for CPP Infinite. Definitely a heartbreaking defeat as Spexy got that pentakill. The final judgment doing incredible amount of damage. He just wasn't able to keep up with Clemson Orange's percentages. So this is going to be the last chance, last round. No more overtime or anything. They have to bring in their A game in order to secure round 2 and get a point. Clemson Orange needs this win in order to make it a 1-1. I think these players are looking to make it to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and have to see. Ultimate is available from both Grey Dog and Emma Frost. But on the other side of CPP Infinite, they have the Ted JK Venom ult. They had Rick's Loki ult, and they have the Rocket ult for CPP Infinite. So we're just going to go ahead and see how these players decide to utilize the ultimate. Is definitely going to be really rough. Beacon is thrown up, and right now, from what I see, it is a Venom v Venom fight. Venom ultimate is available. He can stay on the fight a little bit longer, but he's going to choose to save the ultimate. DVS going to get that final hit on the Caillou. The Emma Frost choke slam just doing what it needs to do. Now Peasants are going to be kneeling, as that is a 2-man silence, a 2-man hit, and a double kill coming in from Mega Cheese It. The Emma Frost ultimate just definitely securing the point that they needed. That CC was what they needed, stopping the heels from coming in at 18 kill, wiping him out, and then they are now going to be charging up that percentage. CloakCloud, not really a good map for Hella. Has to try and find these angles. I mean, you have 2 hit scans and 2 flying characters. The hit scans should have an upper hand, but DVS and Nyx are just finding this cover. The tanks are managing to protect them as well as they can. Now, Rix does still have his ultimate available, but look at that choke slam. Just being able to CC that Venom long enough for him to barely be able to use his shield, and Momoth getting the final hit onto him. They are down a tank. They are down a player. Cloak and Dagger, a pause menu. Cloak and Dagger is going to be selected over for CPP Infinite. Definitely, you need those heals, especially with that ultimate. Like, even though Rocket Ultimate did receive a new change recently, having that support ultimate that guarantees your team a lot of health is definitely what you need, because as you can see right now, there is just a lot of damage. Final Judgment is being used once again by Spexy. He is looking for it, but they are just hiding away, not going to be able to find too much. And here's the Ludus no ultimate coming from Momoth, being able to secure his teammates a lot of health, but it is support ult for support ult. Will it be able to kill? Omega Firestorm is there, almost gets the kill onto Spexy. They are looking for it, but this is what I mean, that support ultimate is just strong. But even then, Spexy is unfortunately eliminated, but Ted JK gets the final hit onto the Hella. The Emma Frost ultimate is available up once again, secures the CC lock onto both the Hella and the Cloak and Dagger, but unfortunately teammates are not there to be able to secure it. Your DPS unfortunately was just not in the spot that you needed them to be. DPS being really low, just hiding away, but Spexy using that Punisher passive was able to find them, and CPP Infinite are just eliminating Clemson Orange 1 by 1. 90% to 5% and counting. Definitely was a very, very close battle. CPP Infinite have to hold this point for as long as they can until they hopefully manage to get to that overtime, or maybe just take it all the way. No ultimates are available for either team. They have to rely on their aim and their positioning, as DVS is taken down by Cloak's right click. CloakCloud just being able to hit that, and just that afterburst being just enough to take DVS down. You are down a support. You are not going to be able to get as much space as you would like to. I mean, a Venom is just going right towards your face over and over again. Cloak is going to get about 1 HP, but he is able to just back up Now Spexy once again with the ultimate available, does get the pick onto DVS, is looking over to the Emma Frost. Can he find it? No, he doesn't, but DVS is res by the rocket beacon, so it might just be what they need to do, but it is just not looking good at all for Clemson Orange. I mean, they still have the percentage advance as Mo gets that final hit onto Spexy, and this is the opportunity that they need. They are using it, but Rix is just taking that cloak and dagger ultimate, and he's just taking it all the way over to their base. Very, very close. Did jump out, but now Firestorm is up and available. Momoth is taking out no more Lunas, no ultimate. LeBron James was definitely there and was needed, but Omega Fire Hurricane is just going to try and find someone, but unfortunately the coordination was just not there for Clemson Orange. They were not coordinated enough. Mega Cheese It does get the pick onto Rix, but there goes your Grey Dog. Now DVS is trying to get maybe hopefully pick onto the support, but he's just not able to find it. Ted JK is just getting these picks, getting these kills, and now they are 90%. This is the last fight. They need something to happen. Gert is happening on the Strange. It's going to be opening a portal. They need this fight, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They aren't going to make it in time. Rushes the portal down, and Emma Frost is there just in time to push it to overtime, but they don't have ultimates. Cloud has his ulti up, and he's gonna look at, he's about to unleash the power of hell. DVS is trying his hardest to maybe try to get that pick before he gets picked off. 1, 2, 3. Nyx is res by the rocket beacon, but the hell is just holding on to ulti. He knows that he is in true control. CPP Infinite getting these picks. It is just Gert and Mega Cheese It on the point, trying their best, but Mega Cheese It is down. Momoth, the last resort to get a touch, not gonna be able to do it, and that is gonna be round 2, going over to CPP Infinite. A little bit of a repeat from what we saw in last match. Clemson Orange had the control at the start. They had the power and they had the ability. Rix getting that MVP once again, 39 assists. I mean, definitely well deserved this time, but just so unfortunate for Clemson Orange to be in just that spot. You have control, you have power, you have the tempo, but unfortunately you just lose it at such a rough moment.